One's crying for no reason. All right. Who remembers what we talked about last week? Yes. No stealing, that's right. What's the one before? That was the no stealing. What's the one after? No lying. Lying, no lying, correct. Do not make false accusation against your neighbor. Do not lie against your neighbor. Do not make false accusation. What's your name? David? David, step up right here, my son. Do not make false accusations against your neighbor. Do not lie. Do not make things up. For if you do, it is punishable by God. Today is going to be an interesting topic. Vikusha, Philip, you listening? David, Marshmallow Man, you listening? Today is a good topic. Who knows what this is? Yes.
A piggy bank.
And what's inside the piggy bank?
Dollars and pennies.
Dollars and pennies. Where's your piggy bank? Where's your little suitcase? Bring it to my office. All right. This is Victoria's. This is Philip's. Okay? This has more than this. But the person that owns this cries about this little piggy bank. Yes. Give that man a piggy bank. Here. Give him the piggy bank to hold. This has more than what's inside that. But this person cries that he has less and she wants his. God says, do not do that. If you have what you have, be happy with what you have. And that's the 10th commandment. That's the last commandment. Gabriel is here. Gabriel, you ready? Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. Exodus chapter 20, verse 17. You ready? This is a hard one. This is second grade learning.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Verse 9 says unto no his man children, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor any gift is thy neighbor's.
What does that mean? This means that the person that owns this should not want what's inside that other piggy bank. That means that Victoria that owns this should be happy and not want what's inside here. It's a very good example of wanting what does not belong to you. There you go. Oh, Marshmallow Man. Hold on to that. That is very important to understand. So if you have your bicycle, okay, you have a great bicycle, your amazing bicycle, but your neighbor has his bicycle, and you want your neighbor's bicycle, that is a sin. That is what God defines as a sin. Do not want what is not yours. Be happy with what you have. Do not look at your neighbor's house and say, I want that. Believe it or not, I did not even know that it was a sin until I read the 10 Commandments. What belongs to you, be happy with it. Covet, meaning to want. Do not want, because when you want something really bad, you start to cry about it. You just try to be angry. You try to act different in a very bad manner. And God said, just be happy with what you have. Stop wanting what's in your neighbor. Just want what you have. Because this kind of attitude or that kind of behavior or that kind of sin brings people to depression, anger, tears. Tears, good example, tears. Ox, ass, or anything that belongs to a neighbor. That's basically his money, his income. It's everything that he has. So in other words, be happy with what you have, Philip. When you look at Philip's toys, let him have his toys. Philip, when you look at Vikusha's toys, let him be happy. Let me first we're almost done here. David, same thing. When you look at Gabriel's toys, be happy with your own toys. Don't start crying because Gabriel has a better bike. When you look at your neighbor's car, or adults, when you look at your neighbor's cars, and it looks a little bit shinier than your car, that is a sin to want your neighbor's stuff. Because what leads to wanting your neighbor's stuff is what? Commandment thou not, shall not what? Steal, correct. That sounds good, listen. Because when you want your neighbor's, you tend to steal it. When you want something that does not belong to you, you tend to take it. So, last commandment. Do not want your neighbor's stuff. Not only do not want, that's not the right term, but do not yearn for it. Do not make plans to steal it. Do not put in your heart that is better and I want that. That is what social media does now. That is what we look at. You have a friend, like your friend. Do not like the other neighbor's friend, if I can explain it in child's language. Men, women, you have husbands, love your husbands. Wives, love your wives. Do not commit adultery and wanting someone else's wife, as is what social media is about now. Yes? Huh? You can change, correct. That is why we remind you of the 10 Commandments. For it is punishable by God Himself. And He only leaves 10 commandments behind. Okay? So, this is an easy one. David, you ready? Okay, you ready? Do you want your neighbor's stuff, yes or no? Go. No, correct. Good. For if you do want your neighbor's stuff, what does it lead to? Steal. Amen. All right, we will pray now.